Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Apricot's Arsenal, where we will be taking a look at different builds that I have from all the weapons that I currently have. Builds are either complete, incomplete, or just thrown on there due to it being an early weapon that I didn't really put much time into. First up, we're going to be taking a look at one of my current favored primary, which is the Tenet Envoy. Tenet Envoy, sorry. The Tenet Envoy is a homing rocket launcher akin to something you'd find in games like Half-Life 2. You see, when you use a laser to guide the rocket and release and not aiming causes the rocket to continue its direction. Meaning that normally, if you try driving it right here, it will go after its leg. But if you shoot and then do that, it can go right around corners, making no enemy safe. As long as you're locking onto them, they have nowhere to go. Now, we're going to show how effective... Well, first we're going to show the build I currently have for this weapon. Tenet Envoy has Serration, which does 165% damage, Heavy Caliber, which does the same amount of damage, but also lowers the accuracy 55%, which will not matter, because this is a homing rocket launcher. Why would you want accuracy on a homing rocket launcher? Well, a guided rocket launcher, rather. That is homing, depending on if you keep the light on. Well, keep the laser on. Point Strike, which gives 150% critical chance. Vital Sense, which gives plus 120% critical damage. Vigilante Ornaments, which does plus 60% multi-shot and a 10% chance to enhance the critical hits. Meaning, like, yellow goes to orange, orange goes to red, stuff like that. Rhyme Rounds, which gives a plus 60% cold and plus 60% status chance. Hunter Munitions, which gives plus 30% chance to add slash on critical, and it helps with the companion damage. And Galvanized Chamber, which gives plus 80% multi-shot and stacks up a 30% multi-shot for 5 times for 20 seconds, making even more power. Now, you might be wondering, why don't I just, but why though? Why only 80% multi-shot? Why not go with, say, more multi-shot? Why not go with Split Chamber, which has 90% multi-shot? Why wait for the kill? Well, let's look at the Galvanized Chamber. Plus 30% multi-shot stacks up to 5 times. That is 150% multi-shot added on to that 80% multi-shot, as long as, for maximum damage. And finally, Vigilante Supplies, to make sure this weapon never runs out of ammo. I don't really have any arcane adapters at the moment because, well, I don't really have any arcane adapters leveled up. But that might change at one point, and if I do more Steel Path. Anyway, let's see how it performs. Oh, right. And as for the elements, we have Viral for the damage, which has a total of 2.3k. And for the radial attack, it also Viral, and has a total of 14.74k. Well, yeah. And still has 17 capacity left over. Now we're going to see exactly why is this thing so powerful. Why do I choose this over such weapons as the Archoplasmor? Well, the Archoplasmor, even with any builds I've seen, it can't do this amount of damage. Now we're going to go with an enemy that people like showing off. People like showing this off a lot for some reason. The Corrupted Heavy Gunners. Well, because they do a lot of damage. They take a lot of damage, rather. Now, watch this. Look at that damage. Now, the reason why I like this over such as like the Arc of Plasma is because the Arc of Plasma from the builds I've seen, relies on the slash damage to eliminate them. This blows them up. You can't get past this. It is an amazing weapon. Now let's go with something else. Say, what should I go from all the let's go with the corrupted bombard. I hate these guys. All that damage. And now, let me show you one of the best aspects about this. Let's say they're behind this corner like that. Not even corners can keep them from their inevitable death. Now, let's say, what about corpus enemies? So sure, you can like eliminate armored enemies pretty well, but what about the enemies that actually take the viral damage? What about them? Well, do you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Look at those bodies soaring out of here. Just take care of these guys real quick. And with the vigilante supplies or whatever, or the sniper rifle mod, whichever one you want to use, this can never run out of ammo. You can just keep spamming it and spamming it, and as long as someone dies, it doesn't matter. And one of the best aspects about it is, like, look at that, your ammo regenerates. So, say it's like, oh look, I'm up against a huge bunch of enemies. I'm not, but let's say I am. Oh no, I don't want to reload. Don't want to take time reloading. And just like that, it's already almost reloaded. So potentially, depending on like, depending on your like loadout, you could potentially keep firing infinitely. Let me show you how much I can do this. No pause. Just the only pause is from swapping weapons. Overall, this is an amazing weapon. I totally recommend you check it out. Even if like this kind of thing isn't your thing. It is extremely powerful and you won't regret it. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say about this weapon. Tune in next time for another weapon. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. And this is Apricot Luma, signing